Every morning, sometime between 5 and 11 a.m., we release our Central Indiana Scoreboard show. It's our flagship podcast and similar to ESPN Radio Sports Center, but focuses on the Pacers, Fever, Colts, IndyCar, and the best college and high school sports coverage in Central Indiana. Please join us for your daily audio sports section. You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report's Girls Track and Field Regional Scoreboard Show with teams and individual results from Tuesday night's regionals at Lafayette Jeff, Fort Wayne, Carroll, and Lawrence Central.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Welcome, track and field fans, to the Central Indiana Sports Report. Today is May 29, 2025. It's a Thursday. It's another day for Central Indiana sports, so it's another day for the Central Indiana Sports Report. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, podcasting today from headquarters in Jeffersonville. Producer Susie is in the control room. Sorry I'm a little late for this scoreboard. I've been having some dental issues that I'm having taken care of, and should not be an issue going forward. Let's hope. Coming up, we have team results from all over Indiana and the top finishers and local finishers from sectionals at Lawrence Central, Lafayette Jeff, and Fort Wayne Carroll. Please do us a favor and go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Just search Central Indiana Sports Report. It's very easy to find. Please do it so you do not miss a single podcast. It's a big day for the Central Indiana Sports Report. Later Thursday, we will have our boys track and field regional preview, plus our baseball and softball scoreboard shows. We'll also continue to cover the Pacers, and we will have our reaction to Game 5 tonight after the game. And you can continue to get results for Pacers, Fever, IndyCar, Colts, IU, Purdue, Ball State, and the best high school coverage around on our daily scoreboard show. We start at Lafayette Jeff, where Carroll won the regional championship by 27 points. Surprisingly easy over Hamilton Southeastern. Noblesville was third, Fishers fifth, Westfield sixth, Western seventh, Hamilton Heights ninth, and Kokomo 10th. In the 100-meter dash, Carmel senior Rebecca Bellinger is the champion in 12.38 seconds. Jeff senior Amani Bird was second, and Hamilton Heights freshman Olivia Sheafley was third. Maya Baker of Noblesville finished fourth, and Noblesville's Ainsley Minerding was sixth. Hamilton Southeastern freshman Kalia McCarter was seventh. Reminder that the top three in every event automatically advance to state. The top performers around the state not in the top three will receive invitations to the state finals. We will have full competition lists for you next week when we preview the state finals. But for now, what we know is the top three automatically in the state finals. In the 200-meter dash, Emily Norris, a Carmel senior who was one of the stars of the show, was the state champion in 25.05. Noblesville's Ainsley Miterding was second, and Fisher's Zinnia Pineda was third. Western freshman Nora Ewing was fourth and will be one of those hoping to be the top times around the state and get an invitation to the state finals. And Kalia McCarter from Hamilton Southeastern was seventh. Hamilton Southeastern sophomore Anissa Lammy is the 400-meter champion, winning it in 55.53. Hamilton Heights sophomore Nora Rieger was second. Carmel senior Olivia Sabalo was third. Carmel junior Gabriela Grande Rosas was fourth, and Lapel sophomore Layla Wilson finished sixth. In the 800, Carmel sophomore Larkin Taylor is your regional champion. She won it in 2:13.60. Hamilton Southeastern senior Clara Kepner and Noblesville senior Brinkley Cooper will join Taylor at state. Fisher senior Isabella Merch was fourth. Garin junior Katie Culp was sixth, and Cass's Afton Griffin was seventh. Carmel junior Sadie Foley won the 1,600 meters in 4:52.15, which was a regional record and a school record. Hamilton Southeastern senior Elizabeth Butler and senior from Carmel Olivia Munt were second and third. Hamilton Southeastern senior Katie Campbell was 4th. Ainsley Applegate and Riley Flynn from Noblesville were 6th and 8th. Carmel won 9 individual regional championships on the day, including Annabelle Pollard in the 3200. The sophomore won in 10:36.69. Elizabeth Butler from Hamilton Southeastern and Harrison Sawyer DeWitt will join Pollard at state. Westfield sophomore Olivia Lozier was 4th. Fisher's freshman Caitlin Hawkins 5th. Ella Gaddis from Carmel was 6th. Allie Bushy from Hamilton Heights 7th. And Jade Stam from Noblesville finished 8th. Hamilton Southeastern senior Ella Blackmore swept both hurdles events. She won the 110 hurdles in 14.49, a half second ahead of Kokomo sophomore Jaslyn McKay. Western freshman Allison McKittrick also advances to state by finishing 3rd. Northwestern freshman Zoe Schiffer was 5th. Well, that's going to be quite a rivalry between McKittrick and Schiffer over the years. Faith Chuinte Fatso from Carmel was 6th, and Hamilton Southeastern junior Micaiah Bullock was 7th. In the 300 hurdles, Hamilton Southeastern took the top 2 spots with Blackmore and Chloe Sinefield. Kokomo freshman Gianna Thornton finished 3rd to advance to state. Fisher's junior Devin Day was 4th. Jaslyn McKay from Kokomo was 5th. Carmel's Olivia Miller was 7th, and Carmel's Maya Galuli was 8th. Carmel won all 3 relays. They won the 400 in 47.39 with Bellinger, Norris, Sabalo, and Grande Rosas. Hamilton Southeastern was 2nd, then Fishers, Noblesville, and Kokomo. Hamilton Heights finished 8th. The Greyhounds won the 4x4 with Grande Rosas, Sabalo, Foley, and Norris in 3:49.29. Hamilton Southeastern was 2nd, then Westfield, Noblesville, Hamilton Heights. Fishers finished 7th, and Guerin was 8th. In the 4x8 relay, Carmel won with Foley, Pollard, Taylor, and Anna Yoon. Harrison was 2nd, Hamilton Southeastern was 3rd, then Westfield, Noblesville, Fishers, Guerin, and Hamilton Heights. Emily Norris from Carmel also won the long jump with a leap of 17.7, 2.5 inches farther than Fountain Central's Braley Hoagland. Nora Byard of Crawfordsville joins Hoagland and Norris in the state finals. Noblesville's Maya Baker was 4th, Carmel's Rebecca Bellinger 5th. Ainsley Meinerding from Noblesville finished 7th, and Hamilton Southeastern's Natalie Arnold was 8th. Harrison's Michaela Ketterer cleared 5 feet 7 inches to win the high jump regional championship, an inch higher than Riley Gardner of Crawfordsville, and 2 inches better than Hamilton Heights' Waverly Wolliver, who returns to the state finals. Logansport's Ashanta Curry was 4th, Westfield's Jolie Miller was 5th, and Noblesville's Aspen Rollins was 7th. Guerin Catholic's Amelia Smith won the pole vault by clearing 12 feet. Alexandra Hamilton of Westfield was 2nd, and Emma Baker of Northwestern was 3rd. They all automatically qualify for state. Westfield's Ella Jenkins also cleared 11 feet 3 inches, but finished 4th with more misses. You would think her chances of getting to state are pretty good. And Riley Willems of Hamilton Southeastern was 5th. Elise Walden of Western swept the shot put and the discus. She won the shot put with a heave of 43 feet, 11.5 inches. Fisher's Macy Miller was 2nd, and West Lafayette's Audrey Alexander was 3rd. Noblesville's Nyla Young finished 5th. Walden won the discus with a throw of 135.2, which was almost 6 feet longer than North White's Autumn Reef. Mia Tobias of Fishers was 3rd. Amelia Holder of Carmel was 4th, and Carmel's Ellie Cooley finished 7th. Fort Wayne Carroll won its 3rd straight regional championship, easily besting runner-up Northrop. Concordia was 3rd. Oak Hill finished 8th, Yorktown 9th, Delta 11th, and Eastbrook 12th. We're going to go in the same order, starting with the 100-meter dash and going up, and again, top 3 automatically to state. Nadia Ford of Fort Wayne Carroll won the 100 and 200, and check out these times. She won the 100-meter dash in 11.9 seconds, and the 200 in 24.02. That is flying. Her teammate Eva Mueller was second in the 100, and Dwinger's Kobe Johnson was third. Yorktown's Caroline Wallace finished fourth. Oak Hill's Ellie Campbell was sixth, and Muncie Central's Jaden Embry finished seventh. Mueller was also second to Ford in the 200, with Delta's Mia Bollinger qualifying for state in third place. Yorktown's Janessa Thomas finished sixth. Oak Hill's Cale Bolin was seventh, and Jay County's Ariel Beiswinger finished eighth. Dwinger's Reagan Furness won the 400 in a blazing 57.67. Jada Dale Lowell was second. Allison Sauter of Leo was third. Naomi Cox from Marion finished eighth. Columbia City's Riley Myers won the 800 in 2:17.07, beating Concordia's Maddie Jentz by 1/100th of a second, and Concordia's Briley Crass by 3/10 of a second. That is a really close 800. Wabash's Anna Daughtry was fourth. Mallory and Daphne Weller went 1-2 in the 1600. Mallory's winning time was 4:43.81. Leo's Rowan Norris was third. Weller also won the 3200 in 10:27, 11 seconds faster than Columbia City's Kenya Leach. Daphne Weller finished third. Huntington North's Alice Friesen was fourth. Eastbrook's Elena Bruckner fifth, and Eastbrook's Whitney Gall finished eighth. Northrop's Kayla Williams-Thomas is the 100 hurdles champion, beating Fort Wayne Carroll's Alyssa Davis by 3/100ths of a second. The winning time was 14.47. Homestead's Annalise Smart was third, and Delta's Jillian Barr finished fourth. In the 300 hurdles, Fort Wayne Carroll's Adele Schlotterbeck is the champion in 44.05. Williams-Thomas was second, and Davis was third. Fort Wayne Carroll won the 4x100 relay in 47.18. They'll be joined at state by Northrop and Delta. Huntington North was fourth, Marion sixth, and Jay County seventh. Carroll also won the 4x4 in 3:56.60. Dwinger was second, Northrop was third. Yorktown finished seventh, and Marion was eighth. Columbia City won the 4x8 relay in 9:16.11, with Concordia second and Homestead third. Oak Hill senior Ellie Campbell won the long jump championship with a leap of 17 feet 10.5 inches, 1 inch farther than Northrop's Olivia Rice to win the regional championship. Northrop's Nemaya Anderson was third. Delta's Reed Backus and Jillian Barr were sixth and seventh respectively, and Jaden Embry of Muncie Central finished eighth. Caitlin Peters of Fort Wayne Carroll won the high jump by clearing 5 feet 4. She won the regional championship on fewer misses over Winchester's Liliana Mayberry. They both cleared 5'4". And again, I'm supposed to be unbiased, but my favorite athlete at the regional, Rylan Stinger, cleared 5 feet 3 inches to qualify for the state finals. Can't wait to see her compete at state. Marion freshman Naomi Hahn was sixth, and Southwood's Alexis Lopez finished seventh. Norwell's Emerson Meredith is the pole vault champion. She cleared 11 feet, as did Alexandra Gates of Leo, but Meredith won the regional championship on fewer misses. Mackenzie Emmerich of Homestead will join them at state. Yorktown's Addison Embry was fourth. Madison Grant's Abby Winchester, another one of my favorites, finished fifth in a tie with Yorktown's Olivia Wang. Eastbrook's Mia Bustos is your shot put regional champion with a heave of 40 feet 9 inches. Alexa Walder of Heritage and Fort Wayne Carroll's Lily George will also be going to state. Huntington North's Annika Carpenter was fifth, and Yorktown freshman Maren Gessler finished eighth. And Oak Hill's Janessa Shields is your regional discus champion with a throw of 117.3. She beat out Bustos and Fort Wayne Carroll's Lily George, who will both be also going to state. Yorktown's Maren Gessler was fourth. North Central won a highly competitive regional at Lawrence Central. Chittard was second, then Franklin Central and Lawrence Central. Pendleton Heights finished 10th and Mount Vernon 11th locally. One of the stars of the regional was Heritage Christian senior Kaya Crook, who won the 100-meter dash in 11.99 for one of her 3 victories on the day. Lawrence Central's Anaya McKenzie was second, and Mount Vernon's Talea Broaders qualified in the 100 and the 200 finishing third in both of them. North Central's Emerson Williams is the 200 champion in 24:53, and Anaya McKenzie from Lawrence Central was second and Broaders third. New Pal's Abby Journey was fifth. Mount Vernon's Catherine Simmons is the 400-meter regional champion at Lawrence Central. She won it in 57.30. Simone Jeffers of Brebeuf and Addison Stanley of Pendleton Heights also advanced to state. Shenandoah's Lydia Wagner finished sixth. The top three in the 800 were Kalina Matthews of North Central, Callie Bentley of East Central, and Dakota Miller of Franklin Central. Pendleton Heights freshman Anya Zeller is the 1600-meter champion. She won it in 4:51.72. Savannah Miller of Franklin Central and Cece Jackson of Chittard were second and third. Greenfield Central's Josie Kinneman finished sixth. Reigning 3,200-meter state champion Ava Jarrell won the 3,200-meter regional title at Lawrence Central in 10:29.87, just under 2 seconds ahead of Chittard's Julia Score. Those two will be competing for the state championship next week. North Central's Kelsey Remmel finished third and will also advance to state. Haley Pardik of New Palestine was fifth. Eastern Hancock's Isabella Sotelo is a double regional champion, winning the 100 and 300 hurdle regional championships. She won the 100 in 14.56, a tenth of a second faster than Chittard's Reese McKinney. Lawrence Central's Entreana Osby was third. Sotelo's winning time in the 300 hurdles was 43.76, beating Athena Dixon of North Central and Kate Kubakis of Cathedral for the regional championship. Greenfield Central's Addison Buckley finished fourth and will be one of those hoping to be fast enough to qualify for state. Lawrence North won the 400 relay in 47.14. Lawrence Central was second and North Central third. Mount Vernon finished eighth. And the 4x4 relay was North Central winning in 3:53.62 ahead of Chittard and Cathedral. Shenandoah finished fourth and will have to hope to get in on time. In the 4x8 relay, Franklin Central won in 9:11.30. Chittard was second, North Central third, Mount Vernon seventh, and New Pal eighth. Kaya Crook of Heritage Christian won the long jump in 19 feet 3 inches. Holy cow. Emerson Williams of North Central was second, and Riley Edwards of East Central was third. Shenandoah's Lydia Wagner finished fifth, and New Pal's Riley Hurst was eighth. Crook won the high jump by clearing 6 feet. Kira Smith of Warren Central was second, and Charlotte Dudick of Chittard was third. Shenandoah's Casey Hill finished sixth. Seventh place was Abby Journey of New Pal, and eighth, Ellie Meyer of Eastern Hancock. Jane Paddock of Lawrence North cleared 12 feet to win the pole vault. Cathedral's duo of Piper Swart and Cecilia Mellick finished second and third. Newcastle's Chloe Nichols was eighth. The shot put regional champion is Batesville's Ella King, who had a heave of 41 feet 5 inches. Jana Lawler of Rushville was second, and Franklin Central's Des Weber was third. Shenandoah's Haley Hughes finished seventh. And in the discus, Oldenburg Academy's Rachel Sutman is the regional champion with a throw of 117.7. Sarah Jane Hobley of North Central was second, and Try's Emma Mondrish was third. Haley Hughes of Shenandoah finished fourth. Around the state, Brownsburg beat Whiteland by 11 points to win its first regional title ever at Ben Davis. Warsaw won back-to-back titles at Warsaw. Valpo won its fourth straight regional championship at Portage. Floyd Central won its fourth regional championship in the last 5 years in Evansville. And Bloomington North edged Columbus North to win at Bloomington, the Cougars' fourth straight regional championship. And now you know everything we know about the girls' track and field regionals in Central Indiana. Thank you so much for joining us. Always appreciate it. If you are interested in the Central Indiana Sports Report continuing to grow and thrive, please subscribe to our YouTube page and share this podcast with your friends and family. We could really use your help, and we would humbly appreciate it in advance. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. And I love Susie.